I've got a 1/4 acre right outside of Olympia, Washington, at the end of a peninsula. It's really cool. It's got beach and ocean access, has a shared marina for private landowners only. It's in Carlyon Beach or Carlyon Beach, however you pronounce that, and just right at the end of the Totten Inlet. So if you know where like Hope Island is and Steamboat Island, this is right there at the end of that peninsula. So my name's Miles McLaughlin. I'm going to roll through a new property here at Wilco Land with you. What we do here is we buy and sell raw vacant land. That's our that's our specialty, that's our niche. In the video, I'll go over some FAQs. I'll talk about this HOA. I'll talk about the area. I've actually been to this property, so I'll talk a little bit more in depth about the property too, and just what I know about it, right? From being in the industry, from being, an owner of the property. And so just kind of rolling through some of the photos, showing you these are photos taken from the property. It does have a really gentle slope. In my opinion, it looks like a buildable property. We did send a geotech out there. In his opinion, just at first glance, looked like there shouldn't be any issues, essentially with the slope or anything like that to be able to develop on it. We didn't move forward paying for the actual geotech review. We figured we'd let our buyer do that whenever they're ready to build, right? So as you're aware, like I said, this is an HOA, just touching on that too. These are live pictures. Like I was out to this area too, and there's a vibe out there. Like it's really cool. You've got views of Mount Rainier. You've got views of the Olympics. It's a really, really cool location. Steamboat Island's out here. It's got a vibe to it, right? And you've got all this. This is all public access. So like I was telling my team here, something that you don't even think about is if you want to invest in property, outside of Olympia, if you believe in that market, if you want to build someday your own home, your own custom built home, and you want access, maybe you've got a sailboat, maybe you've got a boat. I mean, whatever it is, you can own this land. A lot of people own land and you can't do anything with it. Like you have these day use amenities as a landowner to spend the Saturday at the beach. These are kayaks that you can rent out and use, right? Or store your own kayak there, right? So you have access to this. You can use a community house for a family, a family, what am I thinking of? Weekend, right? And reunion is what I was thinking of, a family reunion, right? And so they have this cool clubhouse right here that you can use too. And so this marina is for land, for property owners. I was out there just the other day, and there's plenty of slips open. There's a boat launch. Like it's really quiet up there. Like imagine going on a walk in the afternoon after work and you're just walking to this area, right? It's a beautiful place to be. It's really quiet. It really feels like you get outside of the hustle and bustle of like Olympia and Tacoma and those areas, right? So anyhow, let's get into kind of some of the nitty gritty of the property now too. So number one, what's the purpose of this property? Who's the target audience? You're looking for land investment, or you're looking for something to build on, right? With the land investment come these awesome amenities out here. And I'll talk a little bit more about the property. Like I said, there are views of Rainier. I mean, it's a beautiful area up here on the end of the Totten Inlet. I'll show you where it's at on a bird's eye view. So this is Olympia down here. You just hop on the 101 and you head right up this peninsula next to the Totten Inlet, and you land at, like I said, Carlyon Beach, however you want to say it. And they've got their own sewage system out here. They've got water. So you have utilities. Power is right at the lot line. So all the utilities are presently available for somebody to develop. So you don't have to worry about that. It's really getting with a builder and designing some plans and submitting that to the county, getting the geotech reviews, going through all that process, right, with the state of Washington and the county. So this is where the land is located. Again, here's Steamboat Island. You can kayak out to Hope Island. There's like hiking trails and walking trails out here. You can see that on here. So that's a pretty cool feature of the property. If you own a boat, here's your little marina slip, right? Here's the HOA. You can actually head down, into Olympia for dinner, for some drinks, right? It's a pretty cool property. And I'll talk a little bit more about the area. I do have some information on the zoning if you want to read more about that here. But like I said, I mean, you're building a residential home here. Everybody around you is residential homes. So that's how that works. Annual taxes are $203. The annual HOA fee is a little over $1,400. Just keep in mind, there is power served by Puget Sound. It's located right in front of the lot. Water service is available to individual properties. You just go through the HOA for all this stuff. There's a $1,200 hookup fee, and then you can install a septic system too. And So installing a septic tank needs a permit from, so actually it looks like you do install, I stand corrected. It looks like you do install septic systems on these properties, if I'm correct, but let's look at the HOA's website here. I have it linked here. You're going to have a lot of your common questions answered from this HOA. You can see that some of the amenities, owner tenant responsibilities. So construction permits, septic and stormwater drainage packet. Let's open that up. So again, if you're going to build, I would really contact a builder, and they can head this they can head the process for you. You don't have to do it all on your own. You can get with a builder, and this is their job. They go through this. They go through it with HOAs, with county officials, with Thurston County Environmental Health. All those people, they know the right people to talk to. They know the process. They know the applications that need to be submitted. So yeah, you do. It looks like you do put a septic system on these properties. So you just go get a perk test on the property and install a septic system on a quarter acre. You shouldn't have any issue with that. But again, you as a buyer need to conduct this due diligence, make sure it's going to check out for what you want to build and what you want to do. But, from my perspective, you just driving through the neighborhood, everybody's been able to build and stuff like that. Really the slope of the property. So I went out there and let's see if I can open it up. I went out there, and the slope of the property is very gradual, very minimal. You've got like an access site right here. You can see it right here. So you've got like your access is right off Crest Ridge. It's kind of nice because there's this open space area. I'd bring my driveway in like right through here, and I'd build somewhere up here. It's really actually really flat up in the property up in here. There's just a gentle slope kind of where your driveway would be to about right there. It benches out. And there's a power line like right here on the corner of the lot. So that power is going to be no problem. Putting a septic system in on this much land with this much space probably shouldn't be a problem. Again, there's a home that's been built right here, and there's a home that's been built right here. And like I said, all these people have been able to put septic systems in. All these people are hooked up to water, right? There really should be no reason this lot can't. So that's what I have to share on the property. If you want to go view it, go do a viewing on your own. My favorite app is using Onyx Maps. Like, honestly, when you go out there, it's really easy to visualize. The neighbor's fence is like right along the property line here. There's like a little walking trail to just get onto the property right here, and you can kind of walk around it. And again, when you're out there, drive by the HOA area. Take a cruise through Steamboat Island. That was really cool. And again, you can kayak or paddleboard out to Hope Island out here, which is pretty cool, like hiking trails and walking trails for the weekend. So, what makes this unique is actually all those added features. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you don't have to build right away. You can build when you retire. You don't have to worry about that day one, and you have like the benefits of having a private marina at your fingertips, a private beach at your fingertips, access to Hope Island. So all that's really cool for day use. Like I said, the HOA is going to be really helpful. A lot of these docs are all inside the HOA page if you're doing your due diligence. And the last thing I want to touch on is just, this is not legal advice. This is not real estate advice. This is my disclaimer. You as a buyer need to conduct your own due diligence. We make no guarantees on our end at Wilco Land. We sell all of our property as is. I'm being as transparent as I can be in this video. Telling you what you need to do. If you have high level questions, get with me. I'm happy to have that conversation. Contact a local realtor if you want to work with a realtor. Going through with this property, we work with realtors, and happy to work with your realtor as well too. So, if you're interested in other land deals, we've got some more on the website across the Western United States. Take a peek. Again, what we do here at Wilco Land is we buy and sell land as is, offering more of a self-service real estate model. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully I hear from you. Take care.